Welcome to our fitness center. Today we have Peter Clark with us, a very special patient of mine, and he's going to demonstrate chest exercises because he's got really, really good pecs, and we want to see how it is that he developed those pecs. And Peter has been a patient of mine since February of this year. He was diagnosed with low testosterone back in 2010 and was on testosterone pellets for a while, about 3 years or so. Didn't get very good results with that. Then he switched to testosterone shots, and even though he had good levels of testosterone with the shots, still didn't get quite the results that he was looking for. So when I saw him, his percent body fat wasn't exactly where he wanted it to be. His cholesterol was high. His sugar markers showed him to be pre-diabetic. And we were able to correct all that, and he's had tremendous results. In just 9 months, he was able to lose 21 pounds of fat and gain 8 pounds of muscle. He cut his cholesterol in half, and he went from being pre-diabetic to normal, which is a remarkable achievement. So Peter, what do you think accounted for that? You had normal testosterone levels. You were doing what you thought everything was correct, yet you weren't getting the results that you wanted.
Well, if you look at my before and afters, you can see that my before is like my do-it-yourself approach. When I hired your team and followed the advice, the biggest change was for me the low glycemic diet, because of my insulin levels were too high, and that was preventing me from losing fat. And of course, the diet and the exercises, it all has to work together. You have to do everything.
Now, you were taking some supplements even before you came to see me.
Yes, I always took vitamins. And when you take vitamins, you're still kind of shooting in the dark. Without labs, there's no point in supplementing unless you have a deficiency. And so the labs, you were able to write me precisely what I needed.
So Peter, you've done amazingly well, and Peter is a very special patient. Peter's father was Dr. William Kemp Clark. Dr. Clark was the neurosurgeon that attended to President Kennedy when he was shot at Parkland Hospital. Dr. Clark was also my mentor. I trained under Dr. Clark, and so it's a privilege to be able to take care of you, Peter.
Well, thank you. You know, that provided quite a bit of trust for me, knowing who trained you, and also your relationship with Dr. Simon. I knew you had exceptional training. When you have that level of trust, you tend to have no questions following your advice, and I'm sure glad I did.
Well, Peter, your dad was a wonderful man, and it's been a privilege to take care of you. And now we have Megan. Megan, hi. Megan's going to show us how to do chest exercises with the help of Peter. So take it away, Megan.
Thank you, Dr. R. So today, Peter and I are going to demonstrate a few exercises to target the chest, which is made up of the pectoralis major and the pectoralis minor. These muscles are very important in everyday activities because they control the movement in the arm. The very first exercise we're going to do is the bench press, which is a multi-joint exercise, which means it's going to target not only the chest, but also the front of the shoulders, which is the anterior deltoid, and also the back of the upper arm, which is the triceps. So to get in position for the bench press, you're going to lie down flat on the bench. Your feet should be flat on the floor, and your eyes should be directly under the bar. Go ahead and grip the bar about shoulder width apart or slightly wider, and make sure that your thumbs are wrapped around the bar to provide you with proper stability. Lift the bar off of the rack and move it directly above your chest. At this point, you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, and this is going to help keep your shoulders down and also help isolate the chest muscles. Take an inhale in as you bring the bar down to your chest. Lightly tap the chest with the bar, and at this point, your elbows should be at about a 45-degree angle to your torso. Exhale as you press the bar back up, keeping it in line with the bottom of the sternum. And make sure that you do not arch the back. Peter, how does that feel?
Feels fine.
Go ahead and do a few more repetitions for me. Good, and let's re-rack the bar. So Peter, how did that feel?
Oh, it felt really good.
Great. Well, as we know, this exercise targets the chest, the shoulders, and the triceps. And next we're going to demonstrate the chest fly, which is going to target the chest muscles a little bit differently than the bench press.